all throughout the book of Acts, we see this common theme. It talks about that the disciples in the early church were in one accord. We see this in Acts 1, we see this in Acts 2, in Acts 4, and Acts 5, and on throughout the book. They had one mind, one purpose, one goal that they were all centered around. And at Refuge, we're coming into a time of transition where we're going to be moving to Pleasant Ridge Elementary. It's a really exciting time where we're making room intentionally for more people to have an encounter with Jesus Christ. And God has just been moving in our midst as we've moved into this time of prayer and fasting for 24 days leading up to Thanksgiving, and thinking about how we can be a part of being used by God and making the biggest impact possible for the kingdom. And so as we prepare, God has, with this transition and doing this with excellence, God has done some incredible things. He's provided us a trailer that we would have never thought possible so that we can go mobile and move in and out of the school quickly and set things up well and do things with excellence that reflects the excellence of our God. Other churches have stepped in and provided not only these Make Room flyers, but also pipe and drape that we're going to be able to use, and portable walls. And all these things are coming together because we have a God that is in it all. And as we step out in faith on mission for Him, He provides and moves in our attempts, and He fulfills these things for His glory. And so as you think about our Make Room offering, we're raising $5,000, and we're having our final offering this Sunday. And when you hear that number, $5,000, you may think that that's a lot. But the great thing is that we have a big God that owns the cattle on 1,000 hillsides, and He can provide for all of our needs. And so why are we raising $5,000? Well, like I said, we want to do this transition with excellence. And so there are things that we need in our hospitality, in our children's ministry, in our worship ministry, in getting the word out to our community about this move and what we're doing so that we can do things with excellence, and so people will know that we prepared ahead of time for them and that we loved them and that we cared enough that we wanted to do things so that they could feel welcome and loved at Refuge, and wanted to do things in our kids' ministry that we could do it in an excellent way so that they would know that we cared about their kids and we wanted their kids and their families to have an encounter with Jesus. And so we're calling everyone in our church to really pray now leading up to Sunday about how you can give sacrificially above and beyond your normal tithes and offerings as an act of worship so that more people can encounter Jesus, so that we can have a bigger kingdom impact. Think about those in your life that don't know Christ, and think about preparing for them. So as we prepare our hearts, part of that preparation is preparing with our stewardship and how we give to God. And so come ready to give whatever you guys have desired in your heart after praying about it, after dealing with the Lord with that, and give sacrificially to the kingdom of God. And let's see what God can do as we prepare to make room. We have a couple different options for giving. You can give by check, just by making it out with a Make Room in the memo, or by giving through our app through the Make Room option. But whatever you do, let's just see this as a time where we're giving not just for the purpose of giving money, but we're giving for the purpose of seeing people come to Christ and making disciples that make disciples. And I think we're going to see God do incredible things as we move to this new space with more space to invite our friends, family, co-workers, neighbors, friends, and acquaintances to have an encounter with Jesus. So let's make room, Refuge, and see what God does.